Imagine opening your mail only to find a massive, completely unexpected penalty on your property tax bill. Why? Simply because a paper check got lost in the mail, or maybe you missed a deadline by just a single day. It's a stressful, expensive, and honestly, a completely avoidable situation. Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're going to decode exactly how to smoothly, securely, and efficiently pay your Larimer County property taxes online. We're going to show you why making the digital switch isn't just about saving time, it is absolutely crucial for protecting your wallet.
So let's kick things off with a statistic that might actually shock you. Missing a tax deadline in Colorado will cost you a steep 1% in delinquent interest, and that is every single month. That means a simple, honest oversight can quickly snowball into a major financial burden. Paying online is really the absolute best way to ensure your payment is instantly logged, time-stamped, and kept safely out of that penalty zone.
All right, here is our game plan for this explainer. 1. The cost of waiting. 2. Where your money goes. 3. Locating your account. 4. Online payment steps. And 5. Deadlines and fees. Let's get into it. Starting with Section 1, the cost of waiting, and specifically the financial risks. The absolute most crucial point here is understanding the real-world risk of letting these deadlines slip. As we just mentioned, the literal moment a deadline passes, that 1% monthly delinquent interest charge kicks in. But unfortunately, it doesn't stop there. If your account sits unpaid into the fall, the county treasurer is legally required to publish your delinquent account in local media. That triggers a mandatory $10 advertising fee slapped right onto your bill. For mobile and manufactured homes, it gets even more serious. Failing to pay by October 1st results in a physical distraint warrant being placed on your home, meaning you literally cannot sell or move it. And ultimately, for real property, ignoring your tax bill leads to a tax lien sale in November, where the county basically sells a certificate of your tax debt to third-party investors. You definitely want to avoid that whole shebang.
Let's move on to Section 2, where your money goes, looking at community services.
Before we talk about how to part with your hard-earned cash, it helps to know where it's actually going. When you write a big check, it's super easy to feel like it's all just vanishing into some giant government void, right? But if we look at the breakdown for 2025, less than a quarter of a typical bill goes to the county general fund. That's specifically 13.98 mils. The vast majority of your payment directly empowers your own backyard. It's funding the local K-12 schools, it's supporting the fire and emergency services that keep your neighborhood safe, and it's sustaining the public libraries and parks that make Larimer County such an awesome place to live. Okay, Section 3, locating your account and the search options available to you. This is where the rubber meets the road. Your very first action item is retrieving your actual bill on the county's digital database. To do this, on the Larimer County Treasurer's web portal, you have two main routes. The fastest is the exact identifier search. For this, you're going to need either your 7-digit schedule number or your 10-digit parcel number. You can usually hunt these down on old paper statements or valuation notices, but if you don't have those handy, no worries at all. You can just use the advanced search feature to look it up by the owner's name or your physical address. A quick pro tip for you here, though. Keep your search inputs as specific as possible. The system actually caps search results at 500 rows to keep the database from crashing. So if your search is too generic, you might not even see your property pop up. Moving right along to Section 4, online payment steps, here is your step-by-step guide. The county has actually made this digital checkout process incredibly smooth and, more importantly, secure. Let's walk through it. First, once you've found your property using that search tool, just click into your record. Next, you're going to look for a button that says Calculate Property Taxes Due. Clicking that pulls up your active, real-time ledger. From there, you just choose which installments you want to pay and add them to your digital property payment card. Honestly, it feels exactly like buying something on Amazon. Once you verify the total in your cart, you hit checkout. At that point, you'll be seamlessly redirected to MunicipPay. Now, if you're wondering, MunicipPay is a highly secure, PCI-compliant third-party gateway that the county contracts with, so your data is safe. Once you're securely in that MunicipPay system, it's time to choose how you want to pay. You'll pick either electronic check or credit and debit card, and type in your billing info. Now pay close attention to this next part. Make absolutely sure you enter your email address before hitting submit, so you actually get an electronic receipt. You cannot go back and change this preference after the transaction goes through. After you authorize it, a confirmation page is going to pop up with a unique number. Please print or save that page for your records. And as a general best practice, it's a great idea to log back into the county database about 48 hours later, just to double check that the payment has officially posted to your account.
Finally, we have Section 5, deadlines and fees, knowing exactly when and how to pay.
Okay, we've covered the mechanics, but this slide right here is where you can actually save yourself some serious cash. Under Colorado state law, county governments are legally prohibited from absorbing credit card transaction costs. Because of that, if you decide to pay with a credit card through Municipay, you are going to get hit with a 2.3% processing fee. Think about that for a second. On a typical property tax bill, that can easily add up to $100 or more in completely avoidable fees. But here's the trick. If you utilize an electronic ACH e-check, meaning you just type in your bank routing and account number, it is 100% free. Zero fees. Also, a quick side note, if your taxes aren't already escrowed by your mortgage lender, there's a neat service called Equipay. It lets you set up automated monthly drafts for just a flat $1 fee per month, which can make budgeting a whole lot easier for some folks.
All right, let's talk deadlines. Larimer County gives you two options. You can either pay in 2 equal halves or knock it all out at once. If you split it up, your first half is due by February 28th and your second half is due by June 15th. If you're someone who prefers to just pay the whole thing in one shot, you've got to do so by April 30th. Fun fact, the Colorado General Assembly recently debated a bill that would have allowed a 4-installment payment plan, but they actually postponed it indefinitely. So for now, we have to strictly follow these traditional deadlines. If a deadline happens to fall on a weekend, you do get until the next business day. But trust me, don't push it.
To wrap this all up, paying your property taxes online is just incredibly efficient. It gives you instant peace of mind with a confirmation number. And again, if you use that e-check option, it doesn't cost you a single dime extra. Now, because municipal processes and local regulations can and do change, please use this explainer as a solid starting guide, but you should always consult the official Larimer County Treasurer's website or just give their office a call for the most current, verified info regarding your own personal account. Oh, and be sure to share this explainer with any friends or neighbors who could use a stress-free tax season this year. I want to leave you with this final thought. Are you paying more in processing fees and late penalties than you need to simply because you haven't made the digital switch yet? Take control of your taxes today. Thanks so much for joining us.